you all. Today we are going to start next topic of differentiation, that is differentiation of function of a function. Function of a function. कि अगर एक फंक्शन के साथ दूसरा फंक्शन है उसकी डिफरेंशिएशन हम कैसे करेंगे. So let us start with the questions. Question number 1. Differentiate the following function. Differentiate the following function with respect to x, that is sin x square plus 1. Sin is one function and x square plus 1 is other function. Let this is equals to y. Now we want to find dy upon dx. Differentiate with respect to x. D by dx, what is the function? Sin x square plus 1. Now what is the derivative of sin x? That is cos of x. Instead of x, here is the other function x square plus 1. So we have to take the derivative of that function also. Is it clear? अगर आप cos x square plus 1 पे छोड़ देते हो तो it is wrong. जो भी फंक्शन दूसरा है हमें उसका भी डेरिवेटिव लेना है. तो ये बात आपको याद रखनी है. cos x square plus 1, derivative of x square is 2x, constant term is 0. So we get the result as 2x cos x square plus 1. We can do it by other method also. Let y is equals to sin x square plus 1. Sin x square plus 1 function है. Let it be u. Let y is equals to sin u and u is x square plus 1. Now this is the function of u, so take derivative with respect to u. Derivative of sin is cos. This is function of x, so here take derivative with respect to x. Derivative of x square is 2x, constant term is 0. Now y is the function in terms of x. So we want to find dy upon dx. That will be equal to dy upon du into du upon dx. Sin, derivative of sin is cos. Put the value of u here, x square plus 1, and du by dx is 2x. So you can do it by any of these methods. Now next one is question number 2. Differentiate with respect to x, y is equals to e sin x. Differentiate with respect to x. Dy upon dx, derivative of e power sin x. Derivative of e power x is e power x. Now instead of x here we have another function sin x. So we have to take the derivative of that function also. Derivative of sin is cos of x. So cos of x into e sin x. Next is when y is equals to log of sin x. Log of sin x. Differentiate with respect to x. What is the derivative of log of x? 1 upon x. Instead of x we have log of sin x. Derivative of log of x is 1 upon x. Instead of x we have sin x here. So we have to take the derivative of other function, that is sin x. What is the derivative of sin? Cos of x. Cos x square. Derivative of x square is 2x cos upon sine cot of x square. Next is y is e power sine x square. Now derivative of e sine x square. Derivative of e power x. E power x. Instead of x we have sine x square here. So derivative of sine x square. Derivative of sine x is cos of x. Instead of x we have here the term x square. Cos of x square e sine x square. Now derivative of x square. Derivative of x square is 2x cos x square into e power sine x square. Is it clear? Next one is y is sine of ex square. Sine of ex square. Now instead of sine x, instead of x we have this term ex square. Now derivative of sine is cos ex square. Now derivative of, instead of x we have this term, so we have to take the derivative of that term, cos of ex square. Derivative of ex is ex. Instead of x we have here x square, so take the derivative of x square. Derivative of x square is 2x cos of ex square into ex square. If you have any confusion in solving this question by this type, you can put it equals to u or v and then solve it. But अगर आप इस मेथड से क्वेश्चन को कर रहे हो तो आपको ये ध्यान रखना है जो भी टर्म है उसका डेरिवेटिव एंड तक पूरा लेना है. ये नहीं कि आप यहाँ पे डेरिवेटिव लेके यहाँ पे छोड़ दो तो इट इज रॉन्ग. Now the next one, y is x square plus x plus 1 power 4. Now we know derivative of x power n, nx n minus 1, x square plus x plus 1 power 4. N, x is this whole term, n minus 1, 4 minus 1, 3. Now instead of x we have this term, so we have to take the derivative of this term also, x square plus x plus 1. 4 is constant, x square plus x plus 1 whole cube, derivative of x square 2x, derivative of x is 1, derivative of constant term is 0. Clear? So what we get? 4 into 2x plus 1 x square plus x plus 1 whole cube. Note it down. Next one is y is equals to square root of x square plus x plus 1. Now we know derivative of, we can write this as power 1 by the derivative of this term also. X square plus x plus 1. Clear? Derivative of x square 2x, constant term. Sorry, derivative of x is 1 and constant term is 0 upon 2 square root of x square plus x plus 1. So we get 2x plus 1 upon 2 square root of x square plus x plus 1. Next one is y is equals to sine cube x. We can write it as sine x cube. Now suppose this is the term x. X power n. X power n is n. X power n minus 1. 3 minus 1. Now instead of x we have sine x here. So we have to take the derivative of sine x. 3 sine square x. Derivative of sine is cos of x. 3 sine square x cos of x. Now the next one is y is equals to 1 upon square root of a square minus x square. We can write it as a square minus x square. जब ऊपर जाएगी टर्म तो साइन will change. Power negative 1 by 2. Here is the power 1 by 2. Now minus 1 by 2 here. So minus 1 by 2 minus 1. So what we get? Minus 1 by 2 x power 1 plus half 3 by 2. So what we get? Minus 1 by 2 x power 3 by 2. We can write x power 3 by 2 x into square root of x. 1 by 2 plus 1 is 3 by 2. Now use this formula here. A square minus x square power minus 1 by 2. Derivative of x power minus 1 by 2 is this. So apply this formula. Minus 1 by 2 x is a square minus x square. Square root of a square minus x square. Now instead of x we have the term a square minus x square. So take the derivative of a square minus x square. Now a square is constant, derivative of constant term is 0. X square, x power n, 2x upon 2 a square minus x square. We can write it as 3 by 2 or we can write it as this also. So 2 will get cancelled. Minus x upon a square minus x square power 3 by 2. Minus, there is also one minus, negative here, so minus minus plus here. Now the next one is y is equals to log of sec x plus tan x. Derivative of log of sec x plus tan x. Now this is x here. Derivative of log of x is 1 upon x. Since instead of x we have this term, sorry, so we have to take the derivative of this term also. Sec x plus tan x. Clear? Now what is the derivative of sec x? Sec x tan x. Derivative of sec x is sec x tan x. Derivative of tan x is sec square x. Clear? Now take sec Next is y is equals to e power x sin x. Differentiate with respect to x. Derivative of e x sin x. Let this whole term as x. Derivative of ex is ex. Now instead of x we have this term, so we will have to take the derivative of this. Now these two terms are in product, so we will have to apply the product rule. U into v. U, derivative of u, du by dx into v plus u as it is derivative of v. V, this is the product rule. We have to apply this rule here. E x sin x. Derivative of first term is x. This has u, this has v. Derivative of this sin x as it is plus x as it is derivative of sin of x. Is it clear to everyone? क्या किया हमने? फर्स्ट टर्म का डेरिवेटिव सेकंड एज इट इज, देन फर्स्ट एज इट इज डेरिवेटिव ऑफ सेकंड टर्म. नाउ इन द नेक्स्ट स्टेप e power x sin x as it is derivative of x with respect to x is 1 plus x derivative of sin x is cos of x. Next is y is equals to sin inverse x cube. Differentiate with respect to x. Now we know the formula for derivative of sin inverse x. What is the formula? 1 upon square root of 1 minus x square. This is the formula, 1 upon square root of 1 minus x square. Now instead of x we have x cube here, sin inverse x cube. 1 upon square root of 1 minus x. Instead of x we have x cube square. Because instead of x we have x cube here, so we will have to take the derivative of this x cube. Clear? Now 1 upon square root of 1 minus 3 into 2 powers will multiply 6. Derivative of x cube is 3x square. So we get the result as 3x square upon square root of 1 minus x6. Now the next one is y is equals to sin inverse a plus b cos of x upon a plus b cos of x upon b plus a cos of x. Sin inverse a plus b cos of x upon b plus a cos of x. Now derivative of sin inverse, this is the term x, a plus b cos x upon b plus a cos x. Derivative of sin inverse is 1 upon square root of 1 minus x square. Clear? Now this is the term x, so we have to take the derivative of this term also. A plus b cos of x upon b plus a cos of x. Derivative of this term with respect to x. Now here we will apply division rule. derivative of u